Yeah. Local Studios. Local Studios here. And you may be wondering, why is this called Review instead of Leftover Pieces 3? Well, here's the answer. Yeah, these are the leftover pieces, so not much to do, so I'm just kind of going to combine the videos. So first, let's do the leftover part. Alright, so this, I think, should be Vulture's weapon. And since Vulture doesn't have much except for like this weird screen thing. So what you're going to do, it's kind of a bomb, pretty much. So you're going to put the gray piece on top of this one. And yeah, that's it. Then it'll go with Vulture. Alright, so I'm going to put that with over there. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started with the review. So first, I want to talk about the minifigures. The minifigures are just awesome. This is probably the reason I got the set, because of the minifigures. So first, let's do Spider-Man. So here is Spider-Man. I don't really like this part, because Spider-Man looks the exact same as he always does in all the Spider-Man ones, except for the Civil War one, which is an exception. I just wish they did a different mold of him. He always looks the exact same. I wish they just make him a little more detailed. Like, I wish they could do the leg thing they did in that sand set more. So I'm not really excited about that, but on the other hand, I like his weapons. I like this thing, which is new. I'm really happy about that. And I also put a little white piece on there to just make it look more cool. And I wish they had two of these, because that would be awesome, and I'd love that. And I also like the spider web and the hand holder. Hand holders are just super cool. I'm so happy about those, but I wish they could just make it a little easier to get the hand off of them, and that would be a little better. So that's it with Spider-Man. Now let's go to White Tiger. Alright, so White Tiger is a really cool minifigure. She's one of my favorites. I like her hat, her things on her head. It's kind of hard to describe them. And then the hair gushing out of it. I think that's really cool. It looks a lot like the show. The hair is kind of hard to keep on. Sometimes it can fall off easily, but that's not a big problem. And this is also not a big problem, but this weapon here, I don't think she has it in the show. I stopped watching it, and I'm not sure if they air anymore, but this, I don't think she has this in the show. It's just kind of a little add-on that Lego does all the time, but it's fine. I think it looks cool anyway, so that's cool, and I could do that in my stop motion. Alright, next is Captain Stacy. So Captain Stacy's really cool. I wish he had a little more design on his pants, because they're just black, but it's alright. I like the police suit that says police on the back, and what I really like is, let me focus, his hair. His hair is just super cool. It's a new kind of hair mold for me. I mean, it's not new, but I haven't gotten it. It looks really cool. I'm so happy he came with this hair mold, and I'm really happy about that. So there's Captain Stacy. And next, which is my favorite, is Doc Ock. So Doc Ock is big, or he can be small. I love the dual colored legs, and I just like the color scheme on him, green and white and yellow. It's really cool. And I also, my favorite part about him, of course, are the arms, which I've never gotten, and it's really cool addition to him. I just love him. And he has a dual colored face, and he has a smile if you change it. Okay, now to my least favorite of the minifigures, like tied with Spider-Man, kind of just, yeah. So this is Vulture. He's really, I read the comics on him, and I like how they kept original to the comics. But I wish they could just do a little more design on his legs and his arms, and make the stripes there too, and not just on his body. And I wish they could do feathers more places, like right there. And I wish they could do, what I really wish they could do is one of those feather things around him. That would be really cool. And I wish they could make the the wings more colored, but I like his face. It's grumpy and stuff, and it's really good for my video because you'll see. And then, so now we're done with the minifigures. Let's get to the build. So this thing might look a little odd at first sight, but it makes more sense if you read the comic book a little bit that came with it, which is right there. So this is a pretty cool build, actually. I like it. It looks a little weird, and I'm kind of sad that it has to be in water and it can't be on land. But I can make it do with my stop motion. So first, let's look at the features of this set. So first, you have this thing. If you spin it, then it shoots stuff out, but I really don't want to do that, because it'll get all over. It shoots the little green studs out. And then also, it has this thing. If you spin it here. If you spin it, then if you spin this knob right here, then it'll move the arms around. It's kind of hard to see. I'm sorry about that. So it will move the arms around. It'll move that one forwards and that one backwards. I'm kind of sad about that. I wish they both moved the same angle. I may have built it wrong, but I wish they could do the same angle. That would be way easier to do stop motion with, but I can also make that do. And then, so I wish the knob was less visible, because it's just a big clunk on the top, and it looks really weird, and I wish they would make it smaller, but if you want to, you can just customize that down to a little knob that would not be as visible. And like, you could take that big thing off if you could try, but it'd be kind of hard. And then, so yeah, that's about that part. And then the legs are pretty cool, actually. They kind of look weird, but they're actually really cool because you can spin it around, which is pretty cool. I really like that, because that would be really, really good for stop motion. And then the arms, they look pretty cool. I like those things on the back. Kind of adds to the authenticity of the set. I like how there's two arms in that. You can detach them. And if you detach them, you just hook this thing on Doc Ock's back, and then you can take the arms off and put it on Doc Ock, which I like, but I also wish there was two sets of arms so Doc Ock could have them, and there could be these for those, and there could be arms for these without having to switch them off and stuff, because I wish they just add more to that and not be so lazy, but, it's alright. And then also, if you take the legs off, well, not really, if you look on the bottom of this, I really like the build of that, because inside there's a bunch of cool stuff, if you can see that. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, and the inside build I really like. I wish they showed more of it, of the waist, but otherwise it's fine. Okay, so now let's look at the cockpit part of it. Alright, so here let me focus on this part. So there's these little stud things to put Doc Ock's feet in between, which is really cool. I like that. And I think this thing is supposed to connect to it, but not like actual connect, just looks like it connects, that thing with it. But I really like this part, because the sticker is amazing. There's like a little Spiderman head icon that, and they're showing like 75 degrees. I think he's about to shoot the blasters at him or something like that. And then you can just raise it up, which is pretty cool. I like the space in the set. There's a space over here to put stuff, space back there to put stuff. That's pretty cool. And the gears inside the set, let's look at those. So the gears, which I'm so happy are visible because it looks really cool. The gears are really cool. They really make it look cool if you look inside there. And yeah, that part's really cool. So I like this build. I like the lights on it too. It's like LED lights kind of for if it's dark. Then there's, if you look, there's also lights on the back. So let's look at the back really quick. So here's lights on the back, and then there's that turny thing for Doc Ock. Sorry, I got cut off there for a second. So there's not a lot of stuff to see on the back. I mean, those things are kind of cool, but not a lot to see in the back. That circle, that yellow circle thing in the middle of it, if you take this part off, then it looks really cool, but it's kind of hard to take it off because everything is built off that. And I really like the barrels, like I said. They look super cool. And the back of these are really cool. I wish there were more stickers on the front so you could see more stickers there. I wish there were stickers on this part in the front. But here's the amount of stickers there were, so it's alright. And then, so yeah, that's about this. That's about it for this part. I'd probably give this a 7 out of 10 because of the visibility and the kind of clunkiness of the set. And yeah, now we're going to talk about this part of the set, the boat. So the boat I just love. This is really cool. Really cool boat. I like how there's always like a mini build with a big set. And this is a really cool mini build, one of my favorites so far. So I wish the shooter on this was a little smaller. I don't really like these shooters. I wish I like the ones that are built into it. I wish they did one that was built into it. But it's alright because it's cool because it can turn around and stuff. I like the lights. They just look so cool. I really like that part. I like the amount of space in here. You can just put whatever you want there. I like if you see, there's the sticker. Let me see. Yeah. So the sticker looks really cool. There's like a shift, an altitude thing, seeing how much miles you're at. It's really cool, but I don't like this part. I wish they could make that a little better looking because they always do that. And let's look at the back. So I like how you can connect to Spiderman on here. I also like this part. Yeah, that's what I said. Sorry. And then I like this speeder thing on the back, which is like a thing that pulls it forward, which I really like. It's a really cool little addition to the set. And then about Spider-Man's, about this thing on Spider-Man, I think this is a little too far. I mean, he never has that in the show, I don't think. And it's just a little thing. I mean, it's cool that they have it. It's cool that they have a surfboard, but it's a Spider-Man doesn't need a surfboard. He can already go on a bunch of stuff, and I don't think he really needs it. I think the set didn't really need it, but it's kind of cool for an addition to the set, you know? So yeah, I like this part. So that's all for this set. Like I said, I'm going to make a stop motion about it. It may not be right away because I have to finish the Deadpool one, but it will come later. And so overall, I give this set a 7 out of 10. It's a really cool set. I love the mini kit figures. I love the build. It's just a really cool set. There's a couple things that made me decide 7 instead of 10 because a couple things aren't great about it, but overall, I think it's a pretty good set. So see you later, guys, and watch out for my newest video, Deadpool vs. Deadpool. See you later.